Paprika is an interesting spice.
It is red. It sounds like pepper and has a pepper on the container, but it is not spicy.
I gotta say, I don't use paprika often because it tastes bland and mild to me until I visited Hungary. So, yeah, paprika is big in Hungary.
The national dish goulash got its beautiful and bold color from paprika.
But then, when I visited Mexico not long ago, someone told me that paprika is originally from Mexico and is part of the chili pepper family. I'm like, wait, what?
But paprika isn't spicy. So I dug a little deeper and found out that paprika indeed originates from Mexico.
In fact, paprika used to be hot and could still be hot, but just not in the United States. But still, there's so many questions I want to unpack here.
Why is the paprika I'm using not spicy? How did Mexican chili travel to Hungary and became a thing there? Why Hungary but not the other European countries perfected paprika and made it into its national pride? In this video, I'm gonna try different paprika and discover its journey and rise in Hungary.
This is gonna be fun. I've got different paprika from different places, and I'm gonna taste test each one of this to see if I can notice any differences.
This is a completely blind test, so I don't know which one to switch.
It smells earthy. It has a fine texture and the color is dark brownish. I don't really like it. It tastes bitter actually. I'm pretty sure this one's from Costco because I've used this one over the past year and I don't really like it. That's why it's been sitting in my pantry for so long. Oh, this one actually has a gorgeous shade of orange red. We smell it. Oh, I really like the smell. It smells smoky, but in a good way. And we taste it. It tastes spicy actually and smoky. I don't even know paprika could be spicy, so I'm gonna guess this one is a smoked paprika. I love it. I think this is gonna be my favorite one because it smells like vegetable. It's not like orange red. It got a beautiful red color. It's really good. You can definitely taste some subtle sweetness here. And I would guess this one's a Hungarian one. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yay! I'm gonna be honest with you that I use paprika only for color or garnishing. So knowing that Hungarian paprika has 8 different grades of flavors really blew my mind. Here in the United States, we don't do grades. So this one is this one right here. It's from Costco. The label doesn't specify the flavor. It says it's organic, so I guess it's good portion, a good value.
Oh, it is a beautiful can.
I got this one from Trader Joe's. It is a smoked paprika, product of Spain. Fancy.
The Spanish are proud of their paprika. It's an essential ingredient of paella, seafood, sausage, and many other savory dishes. The most common is pimiento de la vera. What makes it special is that it's dry by smoking it over oak wood.
That's pretty cool.
The last one, Hungarian sweet paprika.
I'm very excited to get this one because I've never seen Hungarian paprika in the grocery store here in New York, but I've been to Hungary, so I know how good their paprika is. It says Pride of Szeged.
Szeged is a Hungarian city that is known for producing some of the country's best paprika. Paprika in Hungary got certified and protected by the government, just like how Italians certified and protected their cheese.
Well, that was fun and really broadened my horizon about paprikas. But if paprika is made from Mexican dried chili pepper, why are some of them spicy and some of them not? Or to back up a bit, how did chili pepper arrive in Hungary in the first place?
Back in medieval times, Europeans were crazy about black pepper, which came from India. It was nicknamed black gold because it was rare and expensive. The Arabs and Italians got super wealthy controlling the black pepper tree roots, which kind of upset other European powers like Spanish and Portuguese, so they decided to find their own tree roots. And we all know what happened next. Columbus discovered a new world and the red pepper in Mexico. Columbus was very excited about the fight and shipped them back to Europe. The Spanish quickly realized that the best way to make a profit was to grow the plant. So it didn't take long for red pepper plant to spread across Europe. The Ottoman Empire, led by the Turks, which is another power in the region, didn't want to miss out. So they quickly joined the game and spread it across their territories, including modern-day Hungary.
Now, if you look at the name, paprika has Serbo-Croatian origins,
which supports the idea that the plant arrived in Hungary through the Balkans. By the time it got there, paprika was hot, quite different from the varieties we're seeing today.
But how did it go from a hot spice to a not spicy one?
And we know that the red pepper plant was grown everywhere.
But why Hungary, not France or Germany that went crazy for it and turned it into a national symbol?
To understand this, we've got to rewind to the time when Hungary was under Ottoman rule. The Hungarians weren't happy about the occupation, not just because they saw the Turks as invaders, but also because the ongoing wars depopulated the region and wrecked agriculture. On top of that, heavy taxes made farming even less sustainable. So many Hungarians figure it made more financial sense to switch to livestock herding instead. And that's how the herdsman culture, goulash, began to rise, along with the iconic dish, goulash.
Which I actually made a video about it before. Goulash is deeply tied into the Hungarian herding lifestyle, which has been around since medieval times. It wouldn't have been so prominent to the country if it hadn't gone through Ottoman rule. And paprika.
After the Turks introduced paprika, people started adding paprika to goulash, or using it to season the meat, basically putting the spice into a lot of their dishes. They love it, as paprika goes well with the hearty and meat-heavy, still-like nature of Hungarian cuisine. However, some people didn't like it too hot, as the spiciness could be overwhelming in stews and soups.
So breeders in Sergei began experimenting and breeding sweet but mildly spicy paprikas, or sweet but not spicy at all, which made paprika more versatile and the dishes more delicious.
With the help of paprika, goulash became quite popular among tourists, which made Hungarians proud.
So why did Hungary make paprika to their national pride?
We know that Hungarians didn't like the Ottoman occupation, and they were looking for an identity or a cultural pride to hold on to. Paprika, along with its association with goulash, herding cultures, and folk tradition, became the thing that Hungarians wanted to hold on to. But paprika wouldn't be as popular without a boost from the communist Hungary.
Actually, Hungary isn't the ideal place to grow the red pepper plant because the weather is cooler. And it's not the most financially reasonable choice for most farmers because it takes 7 months
to grow the pepper and grind it into paprika. But paprika became a major part of the economy during the communist Hungary. Basically, what happened was that paprika was nationalized. Farms were merged into state-run co-ops. Production increased, and paprika became a valuable export for the Soviet Union. Although production declined following the fall of communism, Hungary is still one of the places that produce the best quality of paprika, and the spice deeply rooted in Hungarian soul.